Hello, YouTube, and today I want to take a step back from not doing videos and do more videos. And today I will launch my first video of 2021 by going on Product Hunt and picking the product of the day, which is SavvyCal. I have signed up to SavvyCal. I've used SavvyCal a little bit, so I think I'm ready now to talk about what SavvyCal is. And honestly, if you've used Calendly before, SavvyCal is such a better solution than everything else that's been out there because it's been built with the user in mind, with the final user. Okay, people like me, people like you, people who are like busy and they need to schedule meetings between people, but they want to keep it in a way where there's a sense to that meeting. It's not like a robotic exchange. So let's go ahead and analyze the page. Perfect. I'm gonna zoom out of this page a little bit just so that we can see it better. And here we go. So SavvyCal. SavvyCal is basically a tool that allows people to schedule calendar invites, or rather to schedule meetings between one another. It works by automating and improving the process of sending calendar invites one to another. And how does it do that? Well, it allows people to create this unique URLs, and you can customize all of the information on this page. For example, you want to say, okay, I want to, allow the person that I'm meeting to book certain time slots, and maybe I want to block off certain other time slots. So it's a very cool tool. If you've used Calendly before, if you use the G Suite Google Calendar between you and your work friends, your workmates, then you probably know about this feature. And it kind of looks like this, right? Like you can see what your person A calendar looks like, and you can also see what person's B calendar looks like. So for example, if I was this person who's, so Derek, the CEO of SavvyCal, clearly wants to meet with Peter. So Peter will receive this link, and Peter can overlay his own calendar and be like, okay, well, I'm pairing with Sarah here, so I can't really meet here. But hey, look at Tuesdays afternoon, I can meet anytime here. And it also looks like Derek's calendar here is open for booking. So hey, let's go ahead and book some time here. So as you can see, the cool thing is with SavvyCal, you can customize the whole experience, the whole page. So partnership chat, it's title, subtitle, the time when you select it, etc., etc. It's very, 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 very well designed and very well thought of. So that's what the product looks like. And I'm talking about the product because the fact that it's on the on the homepage of the product, there's an interactive demo that's super good for your conversion rate. People will spend time trying to explore your tool without clicking through other channels, through other pages, sorry. And that basically shows something into Google Analytics, right? When people start interacting with your widget, with your preview, that's good for SEO and all the other things, right? So let's talk about the header. Sending your scheduling link shouldn't feel weird. Have you ever felt weird when sending a calendar invite to someone and you don't know if they will accept or not? Well, that's why SavvyCal exists. It's because it wants to remove that awkwardness. And I think it does a very good job because I've tried it and it works really well. The thing that is extremely interesting is when you land on the Product Hunt landing page, the call to action is different from when you land on SavvyCal.com, the non-landing page. So I'll show you what it looks like when you're on the non-Product Hunt homepage. It's got a call to action that's a little bit worse, I guess. It's definitely more muted in terms of colors, and it's very vanilla, right? It's like sign up with Google, like everybody has like sign up with this, it's free, sign up with that. And I think an improvement to this page so far could be that the call to action could be a little bit more personalized to the tool. So for example, schedule your first meeting today, or like see the future of meeting scheduling, or something like that, or schedule your meeting in 1 minute, right? I like this sub CTA, it like reinforces the fact that it's quick to get started, it's free, and it takes very little time. Then you're hit with social proof. The beauty of this section here is the social proof has the three elements that I always talk about. It's got a real picture of a real person, the name and the job title of the person that has left this feedback, this quote, and it's got a quote that really speaks about the features that really make this tool stand out from the rest. So if I were to highlight words here that are really highlighting the power, the superpower of SavvyCal, it's this. Make scheduling calls and meetings so easy for us. Another one here is, I am making their lives a little easier. And the one here is, links feel more natural to me, save everyone time because they're personalized. So it's personalized links. So it's all based on these links and the ability to edit this page. The next section here, and I've seen a lot of people do that, they use these keywords here like finally, or the time to do, like this is the new time, the time has arrived. This kind of words, kind of like almost like a conversation, like finally, a scheduling tool both the sender and the recipient will love, and in a big heart. This makes you feel like this page hasn't been written by some like marketing, troll at the top of a tower in their 2,000 square foot like glass building, glass room, but instead it's been written by a person like you and me. So I really like this approach. So this is definitely something that needs to get, like my seal of approval almost, right? And then here, I like how instead of talking about features, we're talking about benefits to the end user. So we're talking about personalization is a priority, because if you create this personalized link, you can customize everything and make it feel like you're worth meeting with this person, right? You can basically pull in their information, and the person who receives the link and wants to schedule the meeting will feel like they are actually, invited to someone, as opposed to just like the default, find some time with me. This feature here that allows you to overlay your calendar if you have a SavvyCal account as well, it's super useful. Without this, I would not be able to know when the best time to meet would be. So this, again, it's a feature, but it's a benefit, right? So the benefit is that you can instantly find a time that works for everybody, because it sucks when you don't know what your calendar looks like. And the feature is that you can overlay it. So this is kind of like very smart of how it's been done. Adjusting availability should save time, not waste time. So, life is life, things change, availability changes on the fly. So sometimes you're gonna make a quick change across, and this feature here is just for that pain. This is a pain. The pain that it's hard to adjust availability on the fly. And Derek was basically, okay, I'll make my tool, with using some smart processes, I can quickly do that. And then what I've scrolled this page before, so I'll just scroll down a little bit more faster here. But this is another very good one. Like the ability to set your preferred times where two people can meet is super smart, super simple, super slick. You just like drag and drop, and you'd say, yep, I can book off all of this. Nobody can book time when I'm busy, so that's done. Now the next sections are very connected to this previous one. So they're just like, almost like reinforcing these things that we just discussed. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. It's just like too much, I feel like. I think with this 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, you would have done a good job in like getting people to sign up, because those are so important. Everything else is just like reinforcing them. And I think there's a lot of scrolling here. A lot of people probably scroll and just get here. And then here, there's two things to know, right? There's like another quote by François Lantier-Nadeau, and he says, SavvyCal makes me feel better about finding time to meet with clients, partners, and colleagues. A lot of people who are like entrepreneurs, they have a lot of people to talk to throughout the day, because they're trying to find, again, partners, they have clients, they have, colleagues to talk with. And when you use a tool like Calendly or anything that's kind of more like enterprisey, you kind of lose touch with that, like who you're meeting. So that's where the manifesto kicks in. And there it basically tells you, why am I building this? Why is this important to me? This is super important. It's one of the things that I've seen very few people do. So kudos for that. Here, there's a little bit of a roadmap, right? It tells you these are the features and the platforms that we support. These are the ones that are coming soon. So if you're not ready for these, or rather, if you're already kind of like already use this, fair enough, get on board and now. If not, these are coming soon. Start by trying our Google Calendar integration, our Zoom integration, etc., etc. Then we'll also get you on Outlook and iCloud. This part here is interesting. Switch to SavvyCal in 15 minutes or less. It's just reinforcing the fact that you're, very few steps away from being able to for changing the experience of two people having to meet and going over that awkward meeting setting. So the thing that stands out is the fact that he's used a tweeter card here that basically embedded a tweet as opposed to use maybe a quote like this or like these nice little boxes that you had up here. So I don't know if this is because maybe he's going to update it or A/B test different tweets. Who knows? Again, the call to action here is kind of weak. I would definitely try to improve that. I didn't like it. And then way more social proof. All of these people, you can probably recognize one or two faces if you've been part of the Indie Hacker or MakerLog community. People like Gabe, people like Corey, people, let's see, who else do I recognize here? Well, Rob and Swix. Okay, here we go. And of course, Francesco from Mailbrew. These are all people that you've heard tweets, you've seen retweets about, you've seen them, out there somewhere. So this is just another way to tell you, hey, if you join us today, you're basically doing what other people already did, and I'm not lying to you. It's just social proof. Trust, it improves that trust factor. So good job on that. And then ultimately, the footer, pretty slick. It's got a lot of information. I love this start of SEO comparison page, so that when people start Googling, SavvyCal versus Calendly, you'll end up here because it's like an alternative, right? To Calendly, it's an alternative to Doodle, XAI, Drip, and all that. So Meetingbird as well. So closing remarks. Good job on this page. Really like it. I like the little touches, the little brand touches, right? Like the colors and these little highlights here and there. This is all very cool. I would cut down on this. This is kind of too much. I like the first four ones, then it's a little bit too repetitive. And I also really like that you've embedded almost like a roadmap. I'm not sure about having so much social proof in different forms though. So with that being said, I would like to thank all of my Patreon subscribers. I bought a new microphone thanks to you, so you know who you are. Thank you for supporting me, and happy 2021 to everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you are.